It Happened Here, the Oak Park Student Series. This listening session is more than a conversation. It's the culmination of 18 years of youth leadership rooted in Oak Park, Sacramento. From serving unhoused neighborhoods at Oak Park Shelter and Trinity Baptist Church to hosting youth circles in libraries and health forums at UC Davis, Classy Inc. has created space for student voices to rise and serve. What began in 2007 as a confidence-building program for girls has grown into a six-figure nonprofit investing in co-ed youth across Northern California. This short film captures a powerful 2025 listening session led by students whose voices have long shaped civic service, community healing, and grassroots change. It happened here. It's still happening.
When the ways or the things you do don't work anymore, you can find new hobbies. Cause I promise you, there's always more things out there that you would enjoy that you probably don't know, that you would enjoy that you haven't tried yet. So my ways is just trying new things. I've tried so many new things recently and they all work.
Why is it important to talk about women's health and what support systems do young people need today?
It's very important to talk about women's health because women go through a lot of different things that some men, they don't go through at all.
I think it's really important to talk about women's health because there's not a lot of girls or women that are kind of informed, and I think it's really important to know at an early age on how to deal with your body as a woman and learning new things because not a lot of teen girls know certain things.
It's important to talk about women's mental health because a lot of mothers raise children on their own and they can have past traumas or childhood trauma and not know how to deal with that and effectively raise their kids, or they may need help or something like that. So it's important to branch out to those women because then we can help them to raise better children or just to get the help that they need.
The question I want to ask is, what makes mothers so important, and how do they impact your life, your lives, your growth, and your mental well-being?
I think that something that makes mothers important is the fact that maybe if your mother didn't birth you, she's still your mother, or whether your mom birthed you or not, but she's there for you when you need her, and she loves you unconditionally. Whatever you're going through in life, she's always going to be there for you. And I just feel like they're often not appreciated as much as they should be.
I would like to also say that I feel mothers are the most important thing to your life, Without them, you wouldn't even be here. And that motherly love is just different. So they would kill for you, they would die for you, And just being appreciative of mothers is the biggest thing in the world.
I feel like a mother's love is your first love. And so, that love is unconditional and will forever always be there. And if you don't feel that you have anybody else, you know that you can go to your mom and you know that she'll always be there to support you and help you out with your needs and wants. And she's going to be the one that you can just always go to no matter what. And when you feel like your world is just crashing, she's going to be there. And she's going to know what to do because she's lived this life way longer than we have, and so mothers are the best. They're strong and they do it all. They're superheroes.
I feel like a mother's love is different from a father's love. I don't know, for me, that's what I feel like. I feel like mothers, they're more emotional, more empathy.
That mothers are important because they have a different level of love that they give to their children. I feel like men do connect with their kids, but mothers are usually the people who take care of the children the most. We could see that in past years, moms are the ones that stay home most of the time. And I think that moms just, since they birthed you and you have that skin to skin when you were a baby, it kind of just clicks in the mom to have a lot of love and emotional connection to their children. How do you balance your school responsibilities with your personal life and mental health?
I make sure that I know it's okay to take a break and that it's okay to put that aside, even though it is important, but I feel like your mental health is more important. So you just want to make sure you take a break, and come back to it later when you feel a little bit better, because you can't work if your mind isn't working.
To add on to that, something I do is I try to stay organized. I try to stay on a schedule, prioritize my work, and when I'm done with that, then that's when I kind of have a break and I'm able to like wind down and relax. But I mostly just prioritize what I know that needs to get done.
How do you balance your school responsibilities with your personal life and mental health?
I try to focus on school stuff most of the time, and then I'll take my breaks, like mental breaks, or like just calming down, relaxing, spending time with my family. But just try to finish the school stuff or the hard stuff first, and then I'll take a little break, and I can finish it and prioritize the other times to relax.
One thing that I have failed was, I guess, getting into dance company at my old school. It was like a big thing for me. I had been dancing since 6th grade at that school, and I auditioned at least twice. The first year I didn't get in, and I knew I wasn't going to get in, but I just wanted to try. And then the second time, I tried my hardest. I had taken classes outside of school, and I did not get in, but the way I overcame it was just like, I guess, talking to God and figuring out that it just wasn't in my plan to like do that. I guess it was just an eye-opener to like my significance, because I had been like, I guess, how do I say this, like a top dancer at the school. So one thing I did was just, I didn't leave the school because of that, but I transferred to a different school and I auditioned for their dance company, and I got in. Like, I didn't even have to do a lot to get in. They just accepted me, and I just realized that God's plan was for me was to try out for a different place, because maybe, that just wasn't the place for me. There could have been danger. I could have been in danger's way there, or just something that wasn't supposed to happen for me. So that's how I overcame it.
I think one of the challenges that I'm personally going through right now is definitely having to accept that, I'm going to be graduating soon as well. These aren't just any fun and games anymore. Like, from now on, moving forward, after I graduate, everything that I do, all the decisions that I make count now. And they count towards my career, they count towards my future, they count towards the family and the things that I would want to have, owning a house and having a car, and like all those goals. Everything that I do from now on, like the decisions that I make will be baked. Like, those will determine whether I'm gonna get where I want to get. And so it's bittersweet. It's like, gosh, like I'm actually in high school. I have no choice. Like, I can't just dilly-dally. Like, I have to do this, and I just have to think. I've been talking to God a lot and putting it in God's hands. Like, I got this, and not trying to overthink and stress myself out, because I think it's really easy to get wrapped up in your head and feel like, just like let things consume you. But you just have to put that faith in God and give yourself that confidence and have self-confidence in yourself that you're going to do this and we're all going to be all right.
Trying to find out what type of friends fit me, that are not a bad influence on me, that don't bring me down. Because a lot of kids my age around my school and the things I like to go to, they don't like doing stuff like that, or they just probably run it. They probably skip class. They talk back to the teachers, always suspended. And I really don't like doing stuff like that. And I just want to find the right group of friends for me that don't bring me down and uplift me.
A time when I was struggling was probably this year during football season. I know I wasn't performing to the best of my ability, so I was wondering if football was my sport, or if I wanted to quit. Then it goes back to the motherly love question in the beginning, because I talked to my mom and she was just there for me, and then I started to write down in a journal and pray about it, and then I started to start playing good, and then now I'm starting to get offers and coaches looks up. It's just God works magic.
I like to say that kind of let your group find you, If you go out looking for it, you might just kind of settle for what you get. But if you let it come to you, the right thing will come. God's plan, and everything we'll figure out on its own. Just don't let things bother you. Don't give up. Just know it's always going to get better. The grass is always greener on the other side. Just always remember that.
I'd definitely say put your all into this because, and take as many opportunities as you can. Those are two things for sure. Like just put your all, also focus on your, balance. We're talking about balancing school life and your mental health. Those are definitely important and crucial. And as long as you got those in track, as long as those are well balanced and you can find what works for you, like, schedule or, study, but just find a schedule that works for you and get your priorities straight, and then, have fun during these years, because after this, it's real. Everything that our parents have told us, it's real. So just take all those opportunities and push on to this.
I would say if you're like a freshman and sophomore, don't take it for granted and don't mess around because it could influence your senior year and you graduating in the end. So I think don't play around because it could influence you graduating and you making it to the next step.
Got to high school, and every single grade, every single GPA that year is gonna matter for me graduating with. So I can't just flunk up one year and then expect it not to mess with the other. So I gotta really focus on every single year and what I'm doing, how to fluctuate that time between that school and sports.
I'll talk about a past challenge that I went through. My 8th grade year in middle school, I was told by my teachers, including the principal, that I wasn't going to graduate and go into high school. But she also told me that I would have to pass every class, complete every single assignment to get 100%. That same day I went home and I prayed for 10 minutes straight, was talking to God. And I wanted to graduate and I needed to graduate. There's no way that I wasn't going to. So every single day since that day, I walked in there, did my work, got everything done, overcame that challenge, and I graduated. And now I'm on the verge to graduate from high school.